Hey, I want to show you a really cool feature that kind of connects all your forms together if you ever wanted to and pre-populates data that you've previously collected. So let's pretend I'm a first-time visitor. I come to the site. I'm going to enter my email here and join the newsletter, Rishi313, and then I'm going to hit subscribe. So now my email is in the system, goes to the integrations. Now let's say I leave, I come back to the site, let's say 10 days later. And I come to a point where maybe I want to get a white paper. Maybe there's another form that pops open at me. Now, our system recognizes that they've already submitted their email address, and we can pre-populate the email field based on what they submitted before. And it's a really cool, slick feature, and it doesn't just have to be on the email address. It can be any field that you've collected before. And it's really easy to do that. We created a series of merge tags. And so what I'm using here is just the form global email. And this global means that it could be any of your boxes. Now you could also make it box ID dependent. So you just add in the box ID and it'll be form, box ID email. And so let me just show you how I set this up inside a Digio account. And then I'll go through kind of the other custom fields. So in this case, this is just our first lightbox. This is our first time we're capturing emails. So there's no changes here. You just design it like you usually do. Now for the free white paper, what you could do is then you would, in the email field, all you have to do is enter in this merge tag, and that's it. We'll take it from there. Now, let's say there is no email address. Then it'll just be blank. You don't have to worry about it. If we don't find an email address, then we just leave it blank. There's no further action required. Now, remember, it's not just an email field. You can do any field. So it could be, for example, the name field. It could be a custom field. It could be really anything. And then you can also do fallback values. So, and this is a really good thing for potentially custom fields. So maybe there has to be a fallback value if you don't find anything. You could just add it with an underscore and the fallback value. Very powerful thing if you have a series of forms and you want to capture more information after you ask for their email address. Now there's one other really interesting thing that you can do here. Now, let's say they come to the site. You capture their email with the join our newsletter email. And then let's say you want them to opt into another list. There's no need to ask for their email address. So what you could do is you can actually just have an instant subscribe and add a hidden field. So what you could do is you add a hidden field, you make it hidden so it's not displayed, and you add in the hidden value of the email that was collected. And so on click, it would actually submit this hidden email value and sign them up for that other newsletter based on that. This is very powerful. I hope you guys enjoy it. And let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.